Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Don't get nervous. Defense.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready?
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's go, team. Big series right.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. From the gun, Rutherford. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
Who we got? Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey, Echo. You ain't doing nothing today. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Forbes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
General West.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, Forbes. He's going to fire. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jakeem Grant, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes
There goes Melvin Gordon. The 40, 30, 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Melvin Gordon, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Forbes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Pick and choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. You better bring it. You better bring it.
Operating from the gun, Forbes. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Gain on the play. And the Lions first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Ready, set. Hey, orbit. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
Looking to throw on second down. Rutherford going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, third and long. The defense is going to bring in two more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now Gordon on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Detroit. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
50. Mike is a 50. Check right.
From the gun, Forbes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Ready?
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Rutherford. And he finds Tyler Croft. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes Grant on the return. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, if that doesn't wake up the home crowd, I don't know what will. That's a big-time return for a touchdown, and you know how much I love momentum plays.
Yeah, and like you just said, kind of gets his home crowd into it. We'll see how they handle it moving forward. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Rutherford. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ready. 18 Gator.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready, break.
Mike, 28. I know.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, 28.
Down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Got it. 52's the mic, boys. 50. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Ready.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got this down to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Check in. Silver.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's second and 8. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. From 8 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And
that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Looking to throw. Forbes. It's caught left side by Cooks. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Hey, Echo.
Mark 50. In your face.
Now.
Here's a second and 7. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Brings up third and 1.
Set. 30 base.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That good for 22 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rutherford rolling to his right. That was going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They run it here with Gordon. A big play there by Gordon. 52 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it? That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come out here in the I. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Looking to throw. Rutherford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about... yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That's it, baby.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Forbes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Forbes. Steps away to his left. Making the catch is Sternberger. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Hey, Zoo. 57. Mike, 57.
To throw on 3rd down. Forbes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. In for the score. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Looking to throw. Rutherford. This is White on the screen. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
Squeeze. Go.
Back to throw. Rutherford escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. His throw incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild 1st half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going deep for and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Now White lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Hey, Orbit. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check.
To throw on second down. Forbes eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing on third and long. Forbes. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Opting to run again here with White. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the number one spot. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on third.
Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun. Rutherford. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on second down. Forbes flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines.
The Lions take their first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead you've been controlling.
Philip Dorsett by himself. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Philip Dorsett, 83 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, exit.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Cut. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Looking to throw. Forbes. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rabbit.
Back to throw. Forbes. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Marr now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They go right back to right here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, echo. Now. Ready?
From the gun, Rutherford. And the grab by Croft. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Back now in Arlington. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On first down, Gordon. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
Alpha. It's our time. It's our time.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Melvin Gordon with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Let's go, the Cowboys take over first and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Slam, slam, slam. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, zoom.
On third down, Forbes. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
On fourth down, Forbes. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's White. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slip.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril.
I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he loses the football a 2nd time. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Bravo! Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey. Mike Scott.
Following the fumble recovery, Forbes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Cowboys on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Forbes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Forbes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Howard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready?
On 4th down, Forbes. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Hey, it's all around. Yep. 28. Mike, 28. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike, 28. I'm not ready. Hey. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Hey. High 7. Sit up. Shoot.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
First down.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. White again. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. On third down, a run from White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.